Members of the Wolf Pack, into the Wolf's Den. It's your boy Greiwolph, and we're back at it again on Horrible. Getting back into it, we learned that the monoliths were all messed up, and that's why we keep getting attacked by these so many creatures. That's why there's so many creatures here. There's so much wildlife here that's running rampant. Apparently, the plant life is also running rampant, but we haven't got attacked by any plants. I think that would have been the cool thing for them to put in, though, because this place is overgrown with plants. It's pretty beautiful, though. But it's like an oxygen-rich planet or whatever, so the plants are grown like crazy. But anyways, I think it would have been cool for them to put like a couple of man-eating plants or something in here. But yeah, one of the monoliths is off. So there's on every planet there's 3 monoliths. And if one of them is off or something, it throws off how the planet is being ran. So 2 of these are activated and one of them is broken. There's something going on with it. And that's making the whole planet basically go in a way haywire. Oops, candy. Making the whole planet go in a way haywire, and that's making the plant life run rampant and the freaking creatures run rampant or whatever. So our whole goal is to fix
Joel,
the freaking
what's your
monolith.
take on all this reincarnation stuff?
You're asking if I believe.
The vault is obviously working.
Yes, sure.
But the monolith's
Not
messed
the
up, so
way Esmos does.
we'll see. Okay, so there's 3 enemies over here. And we need to go over here. But I'm gonna go take a long way around. Because of course, I'm a trophy hunter and I want to get all the stuff that's on this board. That's one of the trophies too. Is complete 20 permanent puzzles. Which this is probably, what is this? Console turn on. Okay, that doesn't seem like a good idea. Nonetheless, what, bro? Fuck out of my face. I hit the wrong button. It's also a trophy to kill 100 enemies while hovering. What the? Where did he come from? Ah, my shield is gone. I didn't pay attention. Kill 100 enemies while hovering. Also, Peewee should help me out too because it's a trophy to kill 20 enemies that your teammates have primed. There's a gunfire coming from somewhere inside here. I don't want to go that way towards. Go check it this way. I really do hope that after I beat this thing on freaking Insanity, that the normal mode or the easy mode, so it makes me want to play it more. That's really what I'm getting at, whatever. I don't know if this game carries over and like you can just play a new game plus. I'm pretty sure you can because most of all of them pretty much are like that. You play new game plus, and it'd be impossible for me to get some of the trophies up here without being able to come new game plus. Because one of the trophies is get every profile to rank 6 or something like that. Get out of here. I love this annihilation. I love the fact that. Ooh, that was that. And also, I love the fact that it combos the way it does. Like I got a combo thing on it that when I detonate somebody, it creates little combos. So that's why you'll see when I hit somebody with a bionic combo, other little combos will stop blowing up in a couple of the spots or whatever for no reason. It just creates little combos. And I also, my singularity I leveled up too, so to the point. There's a destroyer. Okay. Oh, my damn annihilation is destroying my shields. Okay. Now, with this destroyer, I need to... This should give me a trophy. Right after this should give me a trophy. It probably won't, but it's supposed to. If it doesn't, that means that I need to kill people, not just attack them. But the trophy says, have your AI, basically, your Remnant 6, attack every type of Remnant. That's all the trophy says. That's all the trophy says. It doesn't say it has to kill them. It says have it attack. Yep, got it. That's done. So now I don't really need Remnant 6 anymore. I'm probably gonna die right here. Because all of that after that whoa, shit! And of course, that's the main thing. That's what I was thinking about. I hope when the new game plus on the easy difficulty, your partners are more help, because your partners are shitty fucking help. I already got the trophy. I want to check and see if it's the right trophy. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. So give me a second so I can check and make sure that Friendly Fire was the name of the trophy. Yep, direct your Remnant 6 to attack each of the remnants. Got it. Alright, so I don't really need my Remnant anymore. But I hope your partners are way more help on the easier difficulties. And if somebody can tell me if they are or not, that would be great. Because they are fucking shitty help on insanity, and I get it. I really do. I get it. It's insanity. They want to see more of you, and they want to make the game. They want to make it a little harder, but it's just ridiculous the shitty amount of help your partners are on insanity. Like it's almost like, why have partners? That's how shitty they are. Because they will watch you get attacked by stuff. Like literally watch you get attacked by stuff. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, you sitting right there. You see the enemy. The enemy is right beside you, and you're still letting the enemy shoot you. You're not even bothered by the enemy shooting at me.
They hit baby.
Destroyers are fucking crazy. Get up. Shotgun. Hopefully there's more around the corner. So right now he should still be getting damaged by Move, Jaw. You're gonna get me fucking killed by annihilation. Once you get into the range of my annihilation, it should still do damage. Okay, how did that combo? Health thing around here or not. Yeah, like I was saying, if you wonder why those things are breaking like that, it's because annihilation damages anything inside the annihilation field once you get up to a certain level. And these little barriers can be destroyed by attacking them. So basically, they're basically just getting destroyed because annihilation damage and stuff. Okay, so that's what it is. It should just be a treasure room. Which, from what I've learned, really doesn't mean fucking anything. The treasures in this game are fucking food, man. Yeah, like this. So you just made me come over here for something I can sell and a backup life support. Thanks. That was worth having a separate room with a little doohickey that if you wasn't walking around or wouldn't look at the map and see this little cube over here, you probably wouldn't have went to it. That's petty. I actually read something the other day because BioWare, I mean not BioWare. Yeah, BioWare Montreal just got shut down a little bit ago, and BioWare Montreal are the people that made Mass Effect Andromeda. They're basically BioWare's subcategory. So they just got shut down. They just got absorbed into EA something. So one of the EA branches, since BioWare and EA work hand in hand a lot. So BioWare Montreal just got absorbed. There's no more BioWare Montreal. But so what they were saying too, and this is what irritates me too, is like people already think this game sucks. One of the things that can save this game so people can not think it sucks for it, like all the other Mass Effects, there was single player DLC and there was like single player add-on characters from the DLC. Well, Mass Effect Andromeda, before it even came out, already said that it wasn't going to have any DLC. Said that the game is just a game. Okay, cool. Well, it started coming out with DLC stuff for the multiplayer for Andromeda, but it still refuses to come out with any DLC for the single player. And they basically came out and said the other day that there will be no DLC for the single player. So which we already knew, but the fact that they still came out and said it, and which I'm guessing people kept asking about, it's like this is people consider this game the flop of Mass Effect, and you can save it just by coming out with some DLC. And you're refusing to do so. It's like no matter what DLC is gonna cost, because of the fact that there was no if I remember right, there was no oh shit, nullifiers. There was no season pass for this game because of the fact of there was gonna be no DLC, so there's no need for a season pass. So you're gonna make 100% profit if you make the DLC. So why not just make some DLC? And you can, I won't say the DLC has to be hard, but it can be like just a 6 hours of DLC, so one more planet basically, or something, or 2 more planets with a additional character, and that would change so much of the game that it would be ridiculous. Like people would probably gladly come back to the game because of that, and it's baffling me why they want to do it, why they won't do it. Hold on right quick. There's some messages going on. Okay, but yeah, it's like that's literally all you have to do. It's just I'm gonna play the Mass Effect game because I love the Mass Effect game, but I've also watched some people's videos, like some chick, I can't remember her name, but she's been loving Mass Effect since it's the first one. She actually stopped playing Mass Effect Andromeda. She was playing it and she stopped because she just couldn't do it. She's like, it was just too much. It's too many negatives and stuff. She just couldn't do it no more. And it's like I don't really blame her. And the creator, or like one of the main producers of Mass Effect Andromeda, said that Mass Effect Andromeda does not deserve all the freaking bad talk it got. It's like, look, bro, you don't technically, the way I look at it, you don't get a say in this because you're not the fans. Yeah, you made the game and you're the developer, whatever, but you don't get a say in this. Like, that's basically like that's you creating something, or like you making some food or whatever, and then you giving it to the judges to taste, and the judges say they don't like it and stuff like this. And you're like, well, that's just your opinion. Well, the judges are the ones that matter. So, of course, it's the opinion. Everybody has an opinion, and your opinion, you made a great game. But everybody else's opinion that you're trying to sell the game to, you made a shitty game, and that's the only opinion that matters, is our opinion. Your opinion does not matter whatsoever, because you can think it's a great game and you just wasted your money. That's what happened to that baseball player that I can't remember his name, but he made Kingdom of Valarian. Kingdom of Valarian to me was a great game, but he only got to produce that one game, and his company went bankrupt after that. Granted, you thought it was a great game, but the rest of the world didn't think it was a great game, and that's what really matters, because that's how you're gonna make your money. So for you to be that arrogant and just say, "Oh yeah, it doesn't deserve that backlash. It's a great game. Just pick it up and play it," especially with all this new stuff that we fixed. No, it still doesn't make it a great game. The game is still mediocre at best, especially coming from the Mass Effect, which is one of the biggest games for EA franchise RPG wise. And all of those games were great. They weren't mediocre. They were great. And now you jump down to mediocre or probably below mediocre with this Mass Effect tree or this Mass Effect Andromeda or whatever. So it's like, no, you don't get a chance. You don't get the choice to say that.
That support will help.
Okay, so that's something I should have put on a long time ago. Some support stuff. But you don't, in my opinion, you don't get a say so, and if the game is good or not. Because that's basically a biased opinion. You made the game. Of course you think the game is a great game and you want it to be a great game. But it doesn't fucking matter what you think, because you made it. If you're not supporting your own product, man, who the fuck else would support the product, you know? But yeah, we'll see. I just really think they should change their mind. One second. But yeah, especially since they did basically take away BioShock Montreal, that means that, I mean, BioWare Montreal, that means that the main BioWare studio would be the ones working on this, which would be fucking awesome, because now you're not getting no side niggas working on it, or no little pains. You're getting your full team working on it. Granted, they are working on some other stuff right now, but you can just pull a couple people aside, because everything has already been laid flat with this game. All you would be doing is piggybacking off some of the programming and stuff that's already done, and adding one more character. I guarantee that, man, that would change so much in this game that'd be ridiculous. It's just adding one more character. Just one. Just adding one more extra character, one more downloadable character, and it'll be dope. A Solarian, actually, because now I think about it, there is no Solarians on your team to fight with. So all you have to do is add a Solarian, because you got a Turian, you got a Argarian, I mean. You got a Turian, you got a freaking Asari, you got a Krogan, and you got 2 humans for some reason. But you have no Solarians. So adding a Solarian on your team would basically give you exactly what you need.
Got it. Looks like it might have been some kind of glove. Or gauntlet? Smashed, though. Inside's studded with contacts. Could have been used for some kind of input.
Yeah, you can make some Solarian. Boom. Right there. So there you go. But hey, they can do whatever they want to do because they're still gonna make something. They're still making money because of the fact that they still updating the multiplayer. And the multiplayer is alright. The multiplayer has always been alright for this game or whatever. And they're making the money because there's still things to sell on the multiplayer. Like the multiplayer still has a like buy it system. Like even though it's free to play, like most free to play things, there's still options to buy things, and you can buy coins, Andromeda coins, basically, so that you can purchase weapon packs and character packs and supply and backup packs and stuff like that or whatever. So that's still going. And I think the cheapest pack is like $5.99. So that's $6 right there that they just made. And that I'm pretty sure some people that are really into the game are buying the big packs at like $50 and like $100 whatever for them, whatever. So they still making a grip of money. They're still making a good amount of money. So the way they probably looking at it, they don't really care. But if you're making that good amount of money, what the ham sandwich is this?
This must be what it was like for those ancient Angara, finding strange things in the wilds.
It's possible we could discover something new from what you found. We should take it for further analysis.
But oh my gosh, what is it? I cannot even remember what I was about to say. No, stop showing me church stuff. Let's go to where I need to go. What is this? We're gonna teleport over here and go to it. We're not gonna sit here and walk to it. But yeah, because I think I bought one pack. I think I bought one of the $5.99 just because it was $5.99, and that's the big thing about $5.99. $5.99 is tricky. It is very tricky. When you see something at $5.99, you're just like, oh, that's just $5.99. That's not that big. That's not that big. That's only $6. Then next thing you know, $5.99 starts to add up because you keep buying $5.99. What the hell he even did? I'm gonna shout at somebody. That's what some hard time is. Regular life thing. Why the fuck was I even looked at? Oh, it's because I got Annihilation sucks. Annihilation hurts people. Got it. Oh. Wow. But 100 enemies like that. Kill in the air. Alright, let's go. This board is very slowly progressing, that I've noticed. I'm only at 18% viability right now. 18%. So that must mean there's a whole bunch of other stuff that's just hitting that I did not mean to throw that shit that far. It's too late now. Kiwi don't fucking pull these dudes, because she has pull. And pull is pretty good, because pull primes targets. That's why they say combining pull and throw is great. Oh Jesus, I just missed all of it. Just pull the target towards you first, and then you just toss the motherfucker away. Which is also a trophy I'm gonna have to wind up getting, and that's throw. I think it's throw one target, throw a target and kill another target. Is basically what it is. It might be throw 20 targets and do it. Throw 20 targets and kill another target, whatever. And then there's also one that's throw a target and detonate a trip mine. So she tried to do it right here. She tried to do it cool, but it has a shield on. It has a shield on and pull up and work out of it. Everybody just texting me like crazy right now and stuff. Crying. Ah, I got no shield. Right when I tried to shoot my shield, he took my shield away from me. So I need to kill 20 people that's primed by my teammates. And as soon as I tried to freaking shoot him while he was primed, my shield went away. Creepers are pretty fucking annoying too. These little things. How did I wind up getting this far away from it? From my objective? That makes... How did I must have seriously not been paying attention to videos. Just not have been paying attention whatsoever. I can't wait for Bloodborne 2 to come out as well, or wherever else freaking of course it's so far here.
Watch the grenade! Watch the grenade!
Strike the dust!
I need to sabotage here. Where's this guy at? There he is. Boom, got it. With our powers combined. With our powers combined. Captain Planet. He's our hero. Gonna take pollution down to 0. Okay. Something's over here for me to scan. The bridge? Really? The fuck am I on the bridge? Where's the saboteur at? Oh, spider's gone. Oh, no, that's not. Got it. Okay, so I unlocked some more of the map.
Heads up! More assholes!
Don't let them fight you!
Here they come.
Killed ball. Get up, Jaw. Duck! Duck! You can duck behind that, bro. That's enough cover for you to duck behind. I like the way I shot him while he was aiming. Just 8 different shots. Like I wasn't shooting. Now who the fuck just killed PB? There's nobody there. This dude was running. He wasn't shooting, he was running so he could get a shot. But that dude must have killed me. You little what, PB? Everybody's dead. Try to act like you all big and bad now. All the enemies are dead already. You guys just sitting there on the floor taking a nap.
There must be dozens of these scattered around Avarl. We should pick up as many as we can find.
Oh, thanks for the advice. Had no intentions on doing that whatsoever. I don't know how, oops, again, how big I'm gonna be on discovering everything the second playthrough either, because this game is, sad to say, like, it's not really enticing me to want to do a second playthrough. And I like getting 100%. I got 100% on all the other Mass Effects, so I like getting 100% of the Mass Effects because I like the games. But this one is not enticing me to get another do another playthrough. And you kind of have to in order to get the romances, because you have to romance at least I think 2 or 3 characters across all playthroughs. This is, which basically means you have to do like 3 playthroughs for the. Whoa! I almost jumped off that. Because I can't romance 2 people in one playthrough. I wish I could, but it won't let me. Which is pretty annoying, because, like, please be real. Like, everybody wants the games to be more realistic and stuff. I mean, the games want to seem more realistic, but they don't let you romance more than one person. Like, this is, in real life, I can romance as many people as I want. But on this game, you want to let me romance one. Like, once you get to a certain point, like, I started romancing Pee-wee, and then I was like, I think I want to go ahead and romance, I want to romance Cora. Well, it got to a certain point with PB, which wasn't that far. I wasn't that far in the game. Still not that far in the game. I'm not 50% of the game done. I got to a certain dialogue with PB to the point where it doesn't even show romance options for Cora anymore. Like when I talk to PB, it always says flirt with her. It always lets me want to flirt with her, whatever. But there was an option like that for Cora as well. And now that option is completely fucking gone.
We might benefit from collecting these artifacts.
I'm like, come on, man. Give me a chance to switch between them before I romance. I haven't romanced her whatsoever yet. I just basically been planting seeds to romance her. But yeah, you gotta play more than one playthrough in order to get that trophy. And I'm still debating on if I want to do that. Or at least playing towards that point in the game in which you can do it. I guess that would mean I would have to get to a certain point in the game and then just don't romance anybody throughout that portion of the game until I get to a certain spot, save it, then go through with all the romance options, have the romance with somebody, load that save again, and do the romance with somebody else. That would be the best possible way of getting it without doing multiple playthroughs. If somebody hasn't already tried it out where it failed. Because it might make it, if you haven't romanced somebody by a certain, or start to put in the work for somebody by a certain time, it might make it so that you can't romance them. I mean, that could be a thing. Oops, candy. Oops, candy. I got a feeling I'm about to go in my kitchen because my roommate just came back after being gone for like 4 days or whatever. Which I'm about to go in my kitchen and my kitchen's gonna be fucking destroyed. I've never met a female that was so uncleanly.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Like she lives very uncleanly and is very uncleanly in general. How do you not know how to wash dishes and stuff? You can't put a dish back you can't put a dish out to dry if it still has food on it. Like you haven't done what you were doing. Your whole purpose was to wash the dishes because the dishes had food on them. You can't put the dish to dry like it's been cleaned if it still has food on it. And it'd be a little bit different if it's like, oh, you couldn't notice the food on it type deal. What's going on? But it's like, no, like I can see the food on the dish. It is very noticeable that there's food still on this dish. This is not something you can miss. Like you can just run your finger across it and see it. I mean, and feel it or whatever. That's why I get hurt. Even if you didn't see it, you can just run your finger across it and feel the food on it. Did she just pull something? Yeah, she did. That's something I'm doing. That's why I'm moving here pretty soon. I'm actually gonna move closer to where I work, which is gonna be good because that shortens down the amount of time it takes me to get to work. That also means that if I woke up later, I can still get to work on time. Even when I do wake up late, it's still pretty early. Like I don't have to be to work until like 8 o'clock. And to me, waking up late is if I don't wake up by 4 o'clock, whatever. Because if I wake up by 4 o'clock, I can go to the gym. The gym opens at 05. It's like a 45-minute ride from my house to where I work at. So I get up at 4. I get to there. I get to work. I get to where I work at by the gym around 4:45, 4:50ish, whatever. Gym opens at 5. I go in there one of the first people. To me, late is if I wake up at 5. Because then that means that it throws my whole day off. I woke up at 5. Now I don't get to the gym until 6 o'clock, basically. So, yeah, to me, that's when I'm off. That's me being late. But if I move closer to where I work at, the gym is like right there where I work at. And if I woke up at freaking 5 or 4:45, then it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Because I'm still going to be so close to it. I don't think I got the skin in here. Get it now. Thanks, bro. Look how much he took my shield down. You see that? He destroyed my shield with one tail swipe. He did one tail swipe to me. He completely fucking obliterated my shield. He took my shield down to the last bit of health of it. Like, had a speck of shield left from one tail swipe. And it's even that's pretty much what everything does when you're a bionic. That's the bad thing about being a freaking bionic, whatever. You have the shittiest shield in the game because you have light armor on. The techs have medium armor, and of course the freaking the soldiers, the combat guys, have heavy armor. So one of their perks for soldiers is one of the perks for a soldier. What the fuck kind of questions? One of the perks for a soldier is every time you kill an enemy, it basically recovers your shield. It recovers a portion of your shield or something like that or whatever. So that's obviously a very gracious perk when you're fighting, because you want your shield. Your shield is your lifeblood, because your health don't mean nothing for real. Your shield is your lifeblood. But you also have a stronger shield as them as well. Instead of just a little barrier, you have a very strong shield. Like Jawl and all them, my tech guys and all my other guys, whatever it is, their health is like, my health I think is 500 and my shield is like 300 and some change, whatever. Yeah, and these guys' health is up in the 800s and stuff. Everybody's except for mine. Even PB's. Everybody's up in like the 800s and stuff like that or whatever. And I'm sitting here with this shitty ass health. Let me look at theirs right now. 500 health, 380 shield. Jaw, 736 health, 806 retreat shield. PB, who is a bionic also, but she's a bionic academic. I mean, a rogue academic, whatever. Which basically she's a bionic. 960 health, 1,000 and something shield. Why is my shield so pathetic? This is ridiculous. My shield should be nowhere near that low. It's absolutely ridiculous. But hey, that's the game. I understand I'm a bionic, but Jesus Christ, like, I understand I'm wearing light armor, but that's just pathetic. PB is wearing clothes. At least I actually have armor on. I'm gonna get some perks and stuff that's gonna make it better, and I might want to turn into a Vanguard. Vanguard's obviously is gonna give me way more defense if I use Vanguard, because the Vanguard is a mixture between a biotic and a soldier. The only thing about that is I don't really use too many close range attacks, because you get points back from, you get a bunch of melee damage updated when you're a soldier. It updates your melee damage. It's like, I don't have a need to get in that close. Even though all the guides that guide you on how to build a character in Insanity all say do a melee build. All of them. None of my, you can be a biotic or whatever. You can be a pure biotic, but it still wants you to be, it still wants you to have a melee build. It still wants you to have charge and use a shotgun. Like, so basically having a melee build. Basically what it wants you to do is, if you have Annihilation on or whatever, it wants you to use Annihilation So that way, anything close to you, like how I have a light shot, anything that's close to me gets damaged. But it wants you to charge into the enemy. Once you charge into the enemy, once you hit somebody with charge, it's supposed to recover your whole shield, and then charge basically recharges itself. So you charge in, boom, hit them, start recovering your whole shield. Then you use a shotgun. So, like I said, all of the builds want you to use a shotgun. So you start using your shotgun. So you charge into them, boom, hit them. Now you're right up in their face. If they don't die from it, you start shooting with a shotgun, and then that shotgun finishes them off. Which is definitely not a bad concept. I see why it works. And it basically you have annihilation, charge, and throw. So you charge in, boom, hit them with it, and then you start shooting some freaking throw at them, because throw's gonna detonate because of the annihilation field, and you just keep hitting them with that, whatever. So you basically like spamming it, and then you can keep charging them because charge rebuilds your shield, and throw's gonna use 45 points of your shield, and you just keep doing that, and it just basically just keeps knocking them around. And then also annihilation, if somebody dies within your annihilation field, you get 10% of your shield back or something like that, like 10 points of your shield back from somebody dying in it, or for every enemy affected inside of it, the annihilation, and including you. So everybody inside of it, you get 10% back, including yourself. A lot of pieces of candy around here. There's a lot of enemies around here, I see. Most of them are wildlife, but one of the perks I do like that I got is I got a perk that expands all of my bionic skills, the effect zone of them, and the area damage zone and stuff. I'm about to get killed by a fucking bug. The bug was taking so much damage away from me, it's ridiculous. It's all because of his own insanity. I get it, it's insanity, so it's supposed to be harder. But some of the stuff is ridiculous. I'm about to get killed by a fucking bug that's taking away a quarter of my health every time it hits me, basically.
So much violence.
But yeah, I got a perk on that expands my field of any of my bionic skills. So it basically makes this annihilation reach out even further, which is great because the further annihilation reaches out, the least amount of distance I need to be closer to them in order for it to start affecting them. It's a priming skill. It's a 100% priming skill, so it's gonna prime them for me, so I can basically just take them down. Got so much map moves in. Once I hit level 30, which is in 2,000 something XP, which is probably gonna take a minute. Probably gonna take the end of this board or a couple more missions, whatever. Because from every encounter, almost every encounter, you get like 100 to 200. The lowest I think I get is 41 XP from the encounter. So usually you get like 100 and something or 200 and something XP from an encounter. Defeat the card. Oh, thanks. Why aren't you hiding behind that rock? That's a big ass rock. Get back up. Oh, I'm so exposed. Did y'all just jump up there? No. still not one. It has to be one of the road cars.
That's gotta hurt.
Reload!
Okay, stop looking up. I can't see.
Hostile shuttle incoming.
Fucking got me killed because I pushed the R3 because it said look, and it was looking straight up. Like, even when I was moving around, it didn't go away. So, what I am going to do is I'm going to save it. Just going to save it. Really please. There you go. There we go. Now, save it. That's going to be it for today's video. I'm not in the mood for this right now. It'll upset me. So that's going to be it for today's video. I'll probably pop back on later today and finish these guys off and probably finish this world off as well. This world doesn't seem super long, but it could obviously potentially be because there's probably an architect here and a whole bunch of other nonsense that I'm still going to kill. But thank you for coming to Wolf's Den. And if you are a member of the Wolf's Pack, thank you as well. If you're not a member of the Wolf's Pack, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can become one. And then you can hit that bell so that you can be notified when I come online and streaming a live stream video. Also, I would greatly appreciate if you smack down on that like button. That way it'll help me out. And like I said, when we reach video 30, I'm going to start trying to do a giveaway, but I need some likes up on these videos so I can start on this giveaway. And I'm trying to give away a version of Mass Effect Andromeda. But you already know what's left to be said. Greiwolph out.